up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily. Welcome. And if you're a long-time subscriber, I am so happy to have you back. It's really weird. It's nighttime right now. It's so weird to be starting a video at nighttime. I normally start filming my videos in the morning. This is very strange for me. But the reason we're here at night is because I'm gonna do a little bit of a different video today. You guys know I'm super into my morning routine, but I'm also very into my nighttime wind down routine, and I feel like not very many people talk about nighttime routines, but I feel like they're just as important. That's something I've really learned with my clients as well, especially ones that have problems with sleep regularity, is getting yourself into a daily rhythm before you go to sleep that just sets your body up to relax and to shut down, not shut down, but wind down and kind of shut off for the day. And I'm very excited for this video because I'm partnering with FabFitFun. I've done a lot of unboxings for them in the past, and I'm here to do another one. It's been like a hot minute since I've done one with them, so I'm very excited to be partnering with them again for this little unwind, nighttime, get unready with me type situation. Also, sorry, I am still sick. I think I'm finally getting over it. Like, I think I'm at that point where my body is just like purging it. I finally went to the doctor yesterday and they gave me some medicine for it. So thankfully it's nothing bacterial, so they didn't have to give me antibiotics because I did not want to take antibiotics. I hate antibiotics. Also, oh my gosh, you guys see the shirt? Okay, freaking out because last night I went to see Lady Gaga in concert and I cried like a baby. It was an amazing experience. She is one of the most amazing performers in the entire world. She's been one of my favorite artists for years and years and years. So getting to see her in concert was like the most surreal and cool experience ever. All right, guys, let's get into the video. There's gonna be lots of stuff in here. I'm gonna start with the unboxing of my winter FabFitFun box because that is who I partnered with for this video. If you're not familiar with what FabFitFun is, it's basically a seasonal subscription box that gets you all sorts of full-size goodies with fashion stuff, beauty stuff, fitness stuff, hence the name, lifestyle stuff. Really, really cool. I've loved them so much in the past, and it's one of those things where I actually use the products. It's not one of those subscription boxes where they send you like pointless things that you would never use. They send you really nice brands, they send you really nice products, so it's awesome. So each box is $49.99, but it has over $200 worth of product in it, so like, dang. And you get $10 off your first box with the code EmilyD. Super exciting. So let's see what is in the winter box. Okay. So their charity for this winter box is the American Heart Association, which is super cool. We have this body chain from 8 Other Reasons. Love a good body chain. Ooh, we've got Dead Seawater Mineral Hand Cream. This is amazing because it's winter here now. I live in Kentucky. It's winter here now, can you tell? And my hands get super dry. Well, all of my skin gets super dry, but especially my hands because your hands are like always exposed. So very, very important. And then we have this moisture healing mask, or Argan Oil 7 formula delivers a combination of multi-benefits, detangles, controls frizz, prevents hair color fading, seals split ends, protects from chlorine and salt water, restores silkiness and shine, enhances natural body, and does your laundry. That last one was a joke, but hopefully you caught it. And then we have this deep sleep pillow spray. I'm guessing it's gonna be a lavender based thing. Yeah, lavender, vetiver, and wild chamomile. I'm not sleeping on this pillow, this is my couch, but let's just. Ooh, okay. See, I told you guys they give good brands. This is some Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. So we're gonna be able to do a little facial exfoliation tonight. That's gonna be great. I'm really bad about exfoliating. My skin's gotten a lot better, but I don't exfoliate very often. Oh, these are so cozy. Oh my gosh, okay. So we've got these amazingly cozy socks, and they are infused with aloe. Okay, I can get down with that, so I'm gonna be sleeping in these. Okay, comment below. Some people are super weird about sleeping in socks, and some people like have to sleep in socks. I can't sleep if my feet are cold. Are you a sock sleeper or are you a no sock sleeper? That tells me a lot about you as a person. Just leave a comment below, I need to know. Then we have this little eyeshadow palette, or I think it's an eyeshadow palette. Yeah, it looks like an eyeshadow palette with like, maybe is that a highlight? And then we have, oh, I love this. I remember last year in one of my boxes, I got like a massive scarf. This is a poncho, this is a Mulberry BB Dakota. And see, BB Dakota, like that's a good brand. I ain't no generic BS. So I'm about to be so cozy. Yeah, so now I'm just super comfy. And then last but not least, we have a homemade mug. If I'm a collector of anything, it's mugs. I have so many mugs. It's very unnecessary, but I just really love mugs. It says, love you a latte. So that's what's in the box. I'm gonna show you guys how I use some of these products, and I'm gonna show you some of my nighttime routines, so let's go. All right, so this angle is slightly different. It's like a downward angle. Hi, Luna. You're so lazy. Anyway, so one thing that I've been trying to do more, particularly at night, I'll either do it after a workout, or if I want to have like a little bit of a longer session, I'll do it at night, is working more on stretching and mobility. That's something that's extremely important for athletes, for lifters, whatever you do. It doesn't matter what sport you do. It's very important, but it's something that I definitely make a lot of excuses for myself with. Like, oh, I got my lift done, but I don't have time to stretch. Like, it's fine. And I just do that like every single day. And that's not good, because you know what, you could get yourself into, due to the tightness in your muscles that you're not releasing, or the tightness in your joints that you're not releasing, you could get yourself into trouble by using poor movement patterns just to make it through a lift. Or you could be restricting your progress by not being able to get a full range of motion through your joints or through your muscles. And if you're not getting a full range of motion on a movement, you're not really getting what you need to be getting out of the movement. So one stretching technique that I learned about in my strength and conditioning class is called PNF stretching, which stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. And actually what it does is it relies on your body's own mechanism. So it relies on your body's proprioceptors. Proprioception is essentially your sense of self, not like the spiritual sense of self, but like your body's sense of itself. It's awareness of where it is in space, and it's awareness of what it's doing. When it comes to this stuff that we're talking about here, we discussed two main proprioceptors, one of them being your muscle spindle reflex and the other one being your Golgi tendon organ reflex. That's what I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do a voiceover, I believe, for that little portion of it, just because I want to have So You Think You Can Dance on in the background, and my mic would not pick it up well if I was explaining it while I was doing it, because I just have the one that's built into my camera. With PNF stretching, if you can isolate the joint and if you can get the muscle in its most stretched position, then you can figure out how to PNF stretch that muscle. For example, when you want to get your hamstring into a fully lengthened position, the joint angles that you need, because the hamstring works at two different joints. It works at the hip and it also works at the knee. If you want to get your hamstring into the fully lengthened position, you want to be in hip flexion and knee extension. So I will show you guys what that looks like, but let's go ahead and get into it. So here we have PNF stretching. Now there are a couple of different variations that you can do, but what I'm showing you here is the variation with agonist contraction. Think of the agonist as the muscle you're trying to stretch. So in this first demo, that would be your hamstrings. What you're going to do is you're going to hold the stretch for 10 seconds, and then you're going to contract the agonist muscle, so here are the hamstrings, for 6 seconds, then you're going to release it. Now, since you're playing on your body's own mechanisms, you should naturally fall into a deeper stretch after the agonist contraction. The same would apply with an antagonist contraction, but like I said, I'm showing you the agonist contraction. So with the adductor stretch here, you can position yourself like I am here, or you can assume a standard butterfly position. Yes, this is going to change the joint angle, but the difference in joint angle with a muscle like the adductors is absolutely fine, as there's muscles in the adductor that are higher up on the leg, while there are also others that are lower down on the leg and closer to the knee. So you will still be stretching your adductors in either position. All right, and then lastly, we have the quad stretch. The main thing, it's the same technique. So you're gonna hold the stretch for 10 seconds, contract the agonist muscle for 6, and then release and hold the final stretch for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. Now with the quads, make sure with this particular stretch that you're maintaining a natural curve in your lumbar spine, but avoid any kind of anterior pelvic tilt where there's an excessive curvature in the lumbar spine, because what that's going to do is that's going to alter the stretch and make it less effective. So that is a little bit on PNF stretching. If you decide to try this, please proceed with caution. Don't, try and push it. Don't try and go outside of your own natural stretch or flexibility. Use your body and what you've got, but I hope that was helpful to you guys. Let me know if you try it and if it helps you with your flexibility, mobility, all that good stuff. All right, you guys, so that is a little bit about PNF stretching. That's just like a tiny little view into it, but it's something that I've been implementing since I learned about it, and I found that it's really been helping. So you guys can try that out if you would like. You can use a band, you can use a yoga strap, you can use a towel, you can use a partner, doesn't matter. But now I'm gonna make a little bit of decaf in this cute little mug. Alright, so here we have final meal of the night before I go to bed. It's just oats with egg whites and peanut butter and some chia seeds in there. Oatmeal is literally like my favorite food ever. Makes me feel so just cozy and relaxed and ready to sleep. And also, can you please just take a moment to appreciate this little print? I don't know 100% why I got this. I'm pretty sure it's because I donated to the Lumos Foundation. But it just like showed up in my mail the other day. And it's so pretty. I'm trying to flatten it out because it was in like a rolled up thing. But yeah, I'm obsessed with it. Alright you guys, so it is around 9:30, which means it is time for me to start actually getting into bed. My nose is so red from me blowing it all day. It's really cute. So just gotta wash my face. I'm gonna test out this exfoliator. Yeah. Oh, that feels so soft. You're getting very sleepy, aren't ya? Alright you guys, so that has been my little nighttime wind down routine. I like to get some stretching in, I like to just relax and hang out with Luna. And then right before I go to bed, I try and do a guided mindfulness session. My favorite app to do that on is this one right here. It's just called Calm. You can do as little as like 3 minutes and you can do as long as like 8 hours. So I like to do that. I think they have a special sleep one. I like to try and do that one before I go to bed. I've been trying to get better about getting back into my mindfulness practice lately too, because that's definitely been suffering, but I feel so much better when I do it. So I'm like, Emily, why aren't you doing this? But before I do that, because that is the last thing I do before I go to bed, I go and I open up my Bible app. It's literally just called the Bible app. And I read the verse of the day. I'm kind of thinking about switching this to my morning routine just because I feel like it might like help better posture me for the day. But I read my devotional in the morning. I mean, you can't have like too much Jesus in the morning, but I like spreading it out throughout my day. And then I do my little mindfulness session, and I say my prayers, and then I go to bed. So my prayers for you guys today is that if anybody out there is struggling with something, just know that you are not alone and it's not forever. Everybody out there is struggling with something, and just know, like I said, we're never alone, and in that find that sense of peace and that sense of community. You truly are never, ever, ever, ever alone. And whatever you're going through right now, it's gonna be okay. God's got your back. So yeah, that is it. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you want to try out FabFitFun, you can get your first box for $10 off with the code EmilyD. Thank you again so much to FabFitFun for sponsoring this video. I always enjoy doing their unboxings and getting to use their products. They're amazing products and I love them, and it's just great. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, well, I already told you what to do. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, good night!